Welcome to Katayna again. Last time we were over here in this section of town. We did the public hot swimming pool and the public hot springs and did some detailing around the city. City. This ain't much of a city. This is a town. It's a village. It's a village. Let's be honest, it's a village. Today we're going to focus on mostly some road network issues. So first off, there's this. Woohoo! Could you imagine coming into a town of less than 22,000 and having to confront a line of traffic this long? Ridiculous, right? So we're going to fix that. I'm going to do the least intrusive solutions possible first. And if we have to, we'll engineer a new intersection here so that we can get traffic to flow more smoothly. The other big thing we're going to do today is we're going to kind of determine what's going in this section of town here. So I'm thinking right now we're going to do a park build. We're going to set up the road network for that, and then we're going to road frame like a small suburb, maybe just a little town, a little downtown, and some kind of neighboring little residential areas, and that'll be we'll just set up the road frames for that today. And yeah, should be a fun episode. I don't anticipate it lasting longer than a half an hour, so should be fun. What I think I'm going to start with is to just get the 3-lane highway and just get an additional lane in here. We'll do that. And we'll let the simulation run. I am losing population, and that's causing some issues with my... Oh, that's a customer, not enough customers. Whoops. Okay, so that's a problem still. But it's causing issues with workers in my commercial and industrial zones. And we're going to do a little bit of residential right now, just so that we can get the simulation and let it run for a minute. So I'm going to put that in right now. Okay, so we have that done. Now we should be able to increase our population substantially. Hopefully it will stem the bleeding a little bit. So yeah, just to review, we just put in a few neighborhoods over here and one big hotel, but it serves as a residential building right here in Lava Hot Springs. So yeah, that has increased our population quite a bit. So hopefully that will keep us good for the rest of the episode. Yeah, and I want to see how this does with kind of eating away at this traffic here. That's kind of my big hope, is that we don't have to over-engineer anything here. What I'm thinking of doing is putting a big kind of park area. In Idaho Falls, my hometown, there is a city park known as Tautphaus Park. Tautphaus. It was named after an early settler in the area, and I cannot find the meaning of the name Tautphaus anywhere. It is just a mystery to me. So there's not that many people in the world that have that last name. So I'm guessing we're just going to have to figure out a different name somehow for this park. But I'm thinking we're going to do, the original Tautphaus Park had quite a large pond, kind of lake in it. So we're going to dig out a canal and put in a lake, and then we will surround that lake with road frames. Okay, so this is going to be like the main city park, right? So I think it deserves its own connection to the main road here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to delete this, and we'll kind of bring it parallel to the main road. There aren't a lot of rail bridges in Idaho Falls, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I'm not liking how that's coming into the road uneven, so I'm gonna undo that and try again. Come up a little bit. There we go. And that will give us, oh, not a fan. Okay, we'll use the network multi-tool and use the slope to make this a little more even. That works. I think that's acceptable. Okay. Let's do a 4-lane road. We'll just bring it through the overpass. Parallel, pause this, bring it out. Just make sure it's nice and parallel to the highway there. I think what I'm going to do further is we have this Avenue Road here. So we'll bring that, and it's about 4 squares away from the edge of this water feature here. Okay, that works. So we have kind of our 2 main entrances into the park area. What I like to do is I'd like to build a canal going from this canal into this area here. And we're going to form a pond. It'll probably be around this area, I think, is where we're going to have it. So we're going to take the landscaping tools. Yeah. I think it needs to be just a tad deeper. So we'll bring it down. Yeah. Oh, shoot. So we'll bring it down. Maybe. Yeah, that works. I don't want it to be quite that close to. I think we'll do a long pond. Oh, and we'll have a little island in the middle. Yeah, like that. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Okay. Let's see here. And we're still hemorrhaging people. I've never understood this. This happens to me quite often. Oh, and look at how that's running. That's starting to run really well. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I tend to, when I run the simulation like this, I tend to hemorrhage people pretty quickly, which is very frustrating to me because it just impacts the city so much. But, oh well, we'll do what we can. I don't want this to be a particularly large canal. See, is that even at a level that the water? It doesn't look like it. So let's bring it down a little more. Right here. Looks like the water's starting to, yeah, water's starting to fill that up. That's great. Okay. So we'll use the forest brush tool to get rid of the trees that are in this bank here. They are no longer necessary or relevant. We're going to remove the trees out of the pond area. And then we're also going to remove the fertile land out of this. Water's flowing in nicely. And then I think the other thing we're going to do is we're going to use the surface painter to create a field, not a field texture, a gravel texture. Because I have a hard time seeing the water. I think that'll do. That's looking good. I'm liking how this is turning out. Anybody play Super Mario Wonder out there? I have had Piranha Plants on Parade stuck in my head rent-free for like ages now. Brilliant song. So much fun. It's a great game too. Highly recommend it if you have a Switch. Alright, so we've got the gravel texture in. So now the question is, how do we hook in the road system? First off, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first I'm going to check on this. Oh, that is flowing so much more smoothly. It's starting to really eat at that traffic jam. That's wonderful. I'm going to put in a key. I think a key would look really nice along this canal. Again, there's not a lot of keys or related items in Idaho Falls along the rivers and the canal banks, but you know what? Let's buck tradition and have some fun with some keys. I just need a simple city key. And we'll do a city key with a fence. And along like this. Oh, shoot. That doesn't work. Alright, that is strange. Let's try again. Don't need any shenanigans now. Okay, what are you doing? That is very annoying. It keeps flipping it around. What is it doing? That is so annoying. Wow. Okay, game. What the heck is your problem? Okay, so maybe we need to maybe we need to bring this up a little further and widen the canal because that is aggravating. Okay, there we go. That, you know what, it's going to be a lot bigger than I had originally anticipated, but you know what? It's okay. We'll work. We'll deal. And then we will make sure the bed is gravel. Cool. Okay, so we have a canal built. Now for road layout. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this road come out here and be our main connection to whatever is going to lie in this space, right in here. It's not going to be a huge development out that way, probably some farms, maybe a little town site. But yeah, we'll just have this kind of zoom in right here. Oh, not like that. Go away. That's a little too curvy for my taste. Okay, that'll do. And then we'll grade this tree-lined road that way. And then what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to build a bridge. Make love, not war. Build bridges, not tunnels? I don't know. So right there. Yeah, that works. And we will use the multi-tool to make sure the slope is nice and even. And then we'll draw a bridge. It says space is already occupied. No, space is the final frontier and therefore not occupied. What are you talking about? So we'll leave that there for now. I don't want to finagle with that any more than I have to. Oh, you know what? This is kind of cutting into potential park space here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this weird wonky curve. It's weird anyway, so who cares? That's a much more natural looking curve anyway. So I like that better, and that gives us more space for a park. I think that's complete. I just need to engineer an entrance into the park. We'll start right here. No, we'll start right here. Oh, that's flowing so much better. It just needs to get through all of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure there's room for both. Oh, that fit perfectly. Wonderful. Can the network multi-tool give us crosswalks? That's my question. I don't think it can, so I'm just going to force one, and we'll put the park's main entrance right here. So we've got a little park area started. So we'll do a small zoo, probably in this space here. So we'll probably do an amusement park right here, and then the rest of this area will just be kind of typical park stuff with some pathways and some trees. Speaking of trees, I think I am going to get rid of all of this cottonwood. So that's a nice blank canvas. Now let's get started with the whatever is going to lie beyond here. I think I'm going to do just a small university city neighborhood right here. We'll draw an entrance to the neighborhood right here. And we'll have that come up here. We'll do some road frameage here. Okay, that's done. Got a road frame for that. It's flowing so much more smoothly. Look at that. Wow. Kind of, it looks like everything is backing up at this intersection here as well. Yeah, we need to alleviate the pressure by putting a bridge here. So that's what we're going to do. Railroad bridge, and hopefully that will allow traffic to flow a little more smoothly on this highway. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 4-lane road and we're going to run it through at that angle and then straight parallel to the highway, and we'll do a bridge. So let's do that. Let's see here. We'll do an avenue with trees. And we'll make it come out a little ways and then curve so that it goes right in between those trusses. Like that. Because I'd love to have a more even curve than that. I'm not quite sure how to create it, so let's see what we can do here. Well, that's not the worst of solutions. I'll buy that. I'll buy it. Okay. And then we want it to run roughly parallel. There we go. Okay. So we have our main road, and that will go off into yonder distance. We'll see if we can't do an interchange out here somewhere. And then let's make sure that there's a little bit of something to service this area. What we're gonna do is we'll have a little kind of town along the canal bank right here. So we'll have this come out here, and that'll serve as Main Street. Is that the best place for Main Street? Let's see here. Yeah, I think that works. And then it will carry on this way, and we'll do some farms out this way. I'm going to take the trees off the riverbank and make that all fertile. Oh, what did you do? The angle is nasty. Let's try that again. That's better. We'll make this Main Street, and we'll make blocks like this. Okay, so we have our little Main Street. And how much further do we want the town to go? That's the question, right? I don't want this to be a super big build, so we'll just do, let's see here. I don't want the whole thing to be grid. That's boring. We'll put an elementary school right here, and maybe like a town park right here. Just a small one. Okay, so we have an area for that, and we'll have to figure out what goes in this area right here. The last bit of this video, I'm going to draw some additional road frames for some farming. Like I said, I think I'll get rid of the forest through this section here. And we're going to replace that with fertile land. This is going to be kind of an experiment because I downloaded an asset from the workshop that I thought I would be using here, and I'm not seeing it. So, oh, there it is. So we're going to use large areas of these dummy fields alongside more functional farming industry assets, and I think that they're going to fit right next to each other pretty well. So let me see. Okay, so there's the farm main building. We have one functional field, and then we have another one of these dummy fields right here. Space already occupied. And then we'll just kind of replicate this. We'll put little farmhouses and other things. I love it. That's great. I think I'll download some barns from the workshop. And we'll just have a nice little kind of rural setup here. I'm liking how this is going to set up. Okay. All right. I think that does it for today. And I am excited. This is going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. I'm going to enjoy this. So that's it. I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.